This is a stop-motion documentary of the story In Cold Blood. We will talk about author information and plot summary. The author of this story, In Cold Blood, is Truman Capote. One of the main families in the story are Herb, the father, Kenyon, the only son, Nancy, who's one of the daughters, and Bonnie, the mother of the family. The family is called the Clutters. Ooh. Let's talk about Herb. Herb was the father of the family and a farmer. He owned a farm in the middle of Kansas. Herb, with his wife Connie, were the parents of Nancy and Kenyon. Herb also had a bunch of other kids, along with Nancy and Kenyon. But we don't really care about them, because they're not that important to the story. As I said earlier, Kenny and Nancy are the two important children. Nancy was pretty cool. She was a perfectionist, an overachiever, and had huge plans for the future. She had it all written in her diary. Nancy was an all-around good child. Kenyon, on the other hand, he was an only son. He was very kind. He was also very creative. He did all sorts of inventions as well. Ding! Mother Bonnie. Well, she was depressed, always sick, and had some weird mental issues. She wasn't a very great mother. The Clutters may have had their problems, but overall, they were a pretty nice family. All four of them living together. Oh yeah, they were murdered. The Clutters were murdered by these two, Dick and Perry. Dick was a pedophile, Perry was gay and schizophrenic. After the murder, Dick and Perry went on the run. They started in Hong Kong, Kansas, then went to Kansas, then went to Mexico, Caramba. After Mexico, they went to Florida. After Florida, they went to Viva Las Vegas, where they got arrested. Their entire road trip, they were busy writing fake checks and munching on painkillers and weird types of gum. After a long trial, where Dick tried to blame the whole thing on Perry, and Perry said he only did 50% of the murders, and where they argued about a bunch of religion, they were sentenced to death. While in prison, Perry confessed, and he said he did all the murders, but blamed it on a schizophrenic episode. While in prison, Dick went regular crazy, Perry went crazy. He had a bunch of weird dreams with a giant bird, thought he escaped, but he didn't, 'cause dreams. Both of the criminals were hung on June 22nd, 1965, which was the last hanging in Kansas history. Dick was 33, and Perry was 36. Author information. Yay! Truman Capote. Truman Capote was born in 1984. His parents divorced and he lived with various relatives. He wrote fiction and short stories, and he was recognized with the O. Henry Award for his story Marie Anne. His best-known works were In Cold Blood, A True Story, Breakfast at Tiffany's. He connected with Perry because he too was a homosexual. The story In Cold Blood also gave him the name, the founder of all nonfiction novels. One of Truman Capote's sayings was, "To me, the greatest pleasure of writing is not what it's about, but the inner music that the words make."